Hey YouTube, it's your girl Asia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how I installed this pretty wig from Made in China. So of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely stay tuned until the end of today's video to see the results and how I achieved them. Don't forget to follow my socials, and then we're going to get straight into the video. Alrighty, so we are going to be starting off this wig install by already putting on our ball cap. So this is going to be an HD ball cap that I already installed onto my head. And then I am going to go in with my foundation. You can use any type of powder or compact foundation. I really like to use liquid foundation, and this Dior one is the only one that I have. So I'm basically going to take that on a brush and brush that onto the ball cap. This is supposed to give the illusion of scalp, so once you put the wig on, it can look natural. So this is going to be today's wig that I am going to be installing. It is from Made in China, and it is a 2x6, and it is a curly wig. So I am going to be putting that same liquid foundation on the inside of the lace on the wig. Like I said before, this is to ensure that everything is going to look natural and the wig can look like your actual hair. So this is how my hairline is currently looking, and since I did put that makeup onto my forehead and my hairline, I am going to take some of this rubbing alcohol on a cotton swab, and I'm just going to wipe around the ball cap. I'm not going to wipe on top of the ball cap, really just in front of the ball cap. That way the glue can stick to our skin. And then I am going to add the straps on the back, tighten them up, and cut off all of that extra lace that I do not need. And then you guys will be seeing me size the wig. I definitely recommend you guys to size your wigs before the actual install. This is to ensure that everything is going to be fitting correctly and looking correctly, rather than it buckling and just not suiting you. So I am going to be cutting off some of that extra lace so I can see clearly what is going on. I definitely recommend you guys to do that as well. You know, if you can't really see what you're doing, it's not going to come out right. So definitely cut off that extra lace before you start to do the actual install. And now that the lace is cut, we are going to start with installing the wig. So I am going to be using this Bold Hold glue. A lot of these products can be found on my Amazon storefront, but I will have them down below in the description box if you guys were looking to purchase any of these items. But I am going to take that Bold Hold glue and I am going to dot around my hairline right where the ball cap meets my real skin. And then I am going to take a clean popsicle stick to smoothen that out. You don't have to use a popsicle stick, but I definitely advise you guys to use something clean so that way we can get the perfect melt with this wig. Now I typically do not like to wear my wigs for too long, so I did do only 2 layers of this glue, but you do want to make sure that the glue is dried clear before adding any additional layers. So if you do see some white spots or the glue is still looking a little bit white, then you need to go ahead and wait for it to turn clear before you proceed to do any other layers. So I just did the exact same thing, dotted off the glue on top of where I previously put the glue, and then I am going to take a clean popsicle stick and just wipe that down, making sure everything is spread out nice and even. And then we are going to let that dry, and then we are going to proceed with installing the wig. So for me, I like to go ahead and start to put on the wig from my forehead, right where, you know, the middle of my head is. I honestly just think it's easier, and then I will go ahead and do the sides. But you want to make sure everything is going to be looking right before you start to press that lace into the glue, because once you press the lace into the glue and you try to pick it back up, it's just going to look quite a mess. So you want to make sure that it's going to look right before you start to press it into the glue. And then I am going to take my elastic band and I am going to put that right on top of the hairline so that we can get that ultimate melt, and so our lace can melt into our skin and everything can look nice and natural. So I did let this band sit in for at least 20 minutes. Now because I only did 2 layers of glue, it did not really need any more time than that, but you can of course do more time if you needed to. So after 20 minutes, I did take that lace band off, and then I am just going to brush away all of the flyaways so I can see what's really going on, and so the lace can be neat. And then I am going to start to cut the lace off. Now you are going to be cutting off all of the extra lace. You're not going to be pulling back the lace that's already glued down. You're just going to go all the way around. You can use scissors, you can use an eyebrow razor, whatever really works for you, but you want to make sure that you are going slow and you're going to be careful. So I did do that side of my head, and then I did pull off the ear tab, and then we're just going to do the exact same thing with the other side. And this is real time, so this is exactly how slow I am cutting that lace off. So definitely take your time with that. But I am going to go in with the next step, which is spraying some water onto the hair. Now this hair is really cute, it's really soft. I really like that it doesn't have a smell. The curls definitely curl up. It does take water really good, and I just like the wet hair look a little bit. So that is the look that I am going for. So I did, spray with some water, brushed it out, kind of style it a little bit, but I did want to leave the wig in its natural state, so I didn't do any type of hairstyle. But I am going to start to do my edges, so I did part out a section, and then I am going to take my tweezers and kind of just tweeze it a little bit so it can get thin, and then I am going to cut the edges, apply some of this gel, and then I am going to actually do my edges. So I did my edges pretty natural this time around. I didn't want anything too bold. I didn't want it to look too unnatural like a wig, so I did just do one swoop on each side, and as you guys can see, it looks really good. So this is one side and that's the other side. I do kind of like the natural side as well without the edges, but I did go in and I did the other side of the hair so everything could look good. So I'm just gonna spray some more water, brush that out, get the curls to curl up a little bit so everything can just come together. Now, like I said before, this wig is really soft. I do love how the lace just melted into my skin, and the wig looks really natural on me. So this wig is from Made in China. The wig details will be down below in the description box if you guys did want to purchase it. But this is going to be the final look, which does make this the end of today's video. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely follow my socials. I'm going to put them on the screen, and then I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.